Happy 2015! I realized that I have not officially said Happy 2015 because I did not post a like Happy New Year video. I did post a video on New Year's, but it wasn't like a hello, Happy 2015, I hope this is the best year for you ever. But today I am going to be doing my 2014 favorites, and this is going to be basically just hair, makeup, and fashion, and then there will be a part 2 on Friday or Saturday in which I will tell you about my other random favorites. And I realize that I'm probably the last person to do these videos, but I have not been home, and I wanted to make sure that I was home with all of my stuff before I did this video so I could show it all to you. So basically I'm just gonna start off with the beauty products, and I have this whole basket here full of stuff I'm excited to talk to you guys about because I've been excited to do this video since like before the new year. So let's get started talking about some of my favorite stuff from the year. I'm gonna start out with the makeup products, and this is not a makeup product, but it is in the realm of makeup dumb, and it is a little makeup bag, and this is from Zoella Beauty, or Zoella here on YouTube, and I have just used this bag over and over and over again. Right now it's got like my medications and stuff in it, and I just think it's so cute and it looks adorable sitting on my nightstand, so I love it. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I love the Marc Jacobs Genius Gel Foundation, and I discovered this in 2014, and it is probably my favorite high-end foundation I've ever used, and I just love it. It's got a great finish, lightweight coverage, and it looks beautiful when you top it with the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. Now this is just a setting powder that looks gorgeous over any foundation, but especially over the Marc Jacobs one. So this is probably my favorite face combination of the year. And then I have two other foundations. Well, one is a BB cream that I absolutely fell in love with this year, and it is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Foundation. This is the color 210. This is so cheap and it's amazing. Like, I think I might like it even better than the Marc Jacobs one, and that's saying something because I love that. But this is great for days when I'm not doing like a full face of makeup, but I want to have a better coverage foundation because this is a little bit thicker than the Genius Gel one. But I would say that they're pretty similar, but this one's only $9, so it may be that when I'm done with the Marc Jacobs one that I just go back to this. And then for BB cream, I have the Tarte BB Tinted Treatment 12-Hour Primer, Broad Spectrum 30 SPF, whatever. This is the Tarte BB cream, and I use this so much when I lived in Los Angeles. Just a really, really lightweight BB cream, and I mean, it's great. It dries to a powdery finish, so it's great with for girls with oily skin like me, so give this a try. Probably my favorite beauty thing that I discovered this year is dark matte lipstick. Now, these are three of my very favorite. This one's not dark, but it goes along with that matte lipstick. Both of these are liquid to matte lipsticks that are amazing. This one is the Lime Crime Velveteen in Red Velvet. I've had this one the longest, and I got this while I was in LA, and it is my #1 go-to bright red lipstick, and it's super long lasting and really beautiful and the coolest finish. And then this is one from Sephora that is called number 7. Now this is a Sephora brand cream lip stain, I think it's called, and this is, I think, in the color like wine. I don't know, it doesn't have the color on it. It looks super black on camera, but it's actually like a deep red that's just really beautiful. It's got a little bit of sparkle to it, and I wore this in my Taylor Swift Blank Space music video review, and this is just really cool because it makes it look like you tried when you really didn't, and I love that. And then probably my favorite lip product of the year, going along with the dark matte lip, is the Diva lipstick by MAC. This again is like a dark berry red color, and I think that this is like my red. Like, you have to find a very specific shade of red, I think, to fit your skin tone and your hair color and things of that nature, one that really fits your personality, and I think this is my red, and I love it, and I will repurchase this over and over and over and over again. Okay, and now my favorite palettes of the year. I think my first one is definitely the Naked Basics palette. This is upside down, but the Naked Basics palette, the original, I got this for Christmas last year, so not this one that just passed, but the one before that, and I think it may have been pretty much the only eyeshadow I wore all year. As you can see, it's very well loved. I use this in my everyday makeup routine. I'm obsessed with this, and when my colors start to really run out, I am for sure going to repurchase this. This may be like my favorite Urban Decay product I've ever used. It's just so pretty and light and natural and easy, and I love it, and it's the best for travel. Another palette and another thing that's great for travel is the Tarte Rainforest After Dark palette. This is a full face palette from Tarte with a really wonderful mirror so you can see my camera. A really wonderful mirror, and it's got a highlighter, a contour powder, a blush, and then a couple of eyeshadows. And this is wonderful. It's great for contouring, but it's just everything in one, and so you can just take this with you and it makes beautiful eye looks. This purple here, like this like plummy purple color, is beautiful and I love it. And one of my favorite beauty products of all time I discovered this year, and it is the Kat Von D ink liner. Not the tattoo liner, but the ink liner. I have tried both the ink liner and the tattoo liner, and I very, very, very much prefer the ink liner. One, it doesn't dry out as fast, and it has a felt tip instead of a brush tip, and it's amazing. It does not budge during the day until you take your makeup off. So if you're looking for a good eyeliner, for sure check this one out. And fun fact, I also learned how to wing my eyeliner in February of this year, so this has been an ultimate love of mine all year. And the last thing I have in the makeup section of this video are Real Techniques brushes. Now I have quite a few of these, and they are some of the best brushes I've ever used. I think for sure they're my favorite. They're the most soft. They have the most variety. I love the handles. I have pretty much all of the orange ones. But these, what I love most about them is that they're not crazy expensive. Like MAC brushes and Sephora brushes can get crazy expensive, and I think the most expensive one of these was maybe like $15, and they go down from there. So I really, really love these and pretty much won't purchase another type of brush for a long time, I don't think. All right, moving on into skincare, I have found the Holy Grail product line for me, and that is the Murad skincare line. These are the 3 products that I have from there, and every single one of these has completely and drastically changed my skin. If you are having skin problems, please look into it, especially this vitamin. Completely changed my life. Not only is it healthy for you, but it pretty much completely cleared my skin up and made it brighter and made it look healthier. And I was like, I don't understand how people can tell a difference, but you can tell a huge difference taking this stuff. It's good for you and it does wonders for your skin. This is a body spray. This is if you have like breakouts on your chest or your back. This does glorious, wonderful things, especially when you use the 2 together. It is life-changing. And the last thing is kind of a product I think everyone should have, regardless of whether or not you really have skin problems, and that is the spot treatment. And this is basically used for when you have a zit that pops up and you want to get rid of it quickly. This stuff dries it up. No kidding, overnight you will see a humongous difference, and it'll be almost like you never had a zit in the first place. So definitely check out these products. I'm obsessed with them. Next skincare item I have is a moisturizer. Now this is the Clinique Moisture Surge. This is a teeny tiny little baby bottle of it I got for Christmas. I have used the big tub of it up already from when I had it the first time, but this is the best moisturizer I've ever used. It's expensive, but it's completely and totally worth it, so check into it. And the last skincare item I have is the Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty. Now, I moved to California at the beginning of the year, and I grew up in the South where it's humid, and California is super dry, and I am allergic to fragrance, so I can't use lotions that have fragrance in them. And so I have been using this stuff, which is made for sensitive skin. It's fragrance free and has a bunch of other stuff in it that's good for your skin, but it doesn't irritate, and this saved my hands specifically. And then you can use it all over your body, even on your face, and this stuff is awesome. All right, and we're almost done with all of the beauty stuff. I just have 2 hair products to show you. The first of which is the Bumble and Bumble City Swept Finish Spray. You guys have heard me talk about this before. I love it. I want to repurchase it. It's expensive, and I think I might just do that when it runs out. But this is basically like a spray pomade that makes your hair look a little messier and piecier, and just overall makes your hair look like you tried less, which is great. And the last hair product, and again, something I have talked about 1.5 million times, is my NuMe Reverse Curling Wand. This makes my hair look great when it's down and not in a bun, and it's wonderful, and I got it for really, really cheap. So if you're in the market for a curling iron, this is definitely the way to go. Alright, and now we're gonna move into fashion, and I'm going to start with some necklaces that I bought this year that I'm obsessed with, and you guys have probably seen before. But the first one is this necklace, which I got from Windsor.com. I'm about to drop my other one. Windsor.com, which is basically just this huge collar necklace that is so beautiful that I'm actually gonna put it on right now. And it just reminds me of, I don't even know, like a really cool tribal piece that I think is gorgeous, so I'm gonna leave it on. And I also, kind of along the same lines, have this one, which is from Urban Outfitters, which again is the same type of bib necklace that I think is just so intricate and beautiful. And I paid too much money for this, but I've really gotten my wear out of it, and so I love this. And then I also have one from Primark, which is a little bit different, but it's basically, you can tell that I kind of like this tribal-y look, but it's got some colors weaved into it, and then it's just a little bit less of a statement. But I think it's awesome, and I've worn all of these a million times. Along the line of accessories as well is my 1989 beanie. Again, I have showed this, I believe, in a favorites video for the winter. This has been like my go-to thing when it's cold outside and my hair is dirty, or I just want to be warmer, and it's amazing. It's like the best fitting beanie I've ever owned. It doesn't look stupid on your head, and it fits well. And I got this on storiesinthedust.com, and I can put a link to it down below, so love it. Again, a lot of these things you have heard me rave about before because I'm obsessed with all of them, but the next one is the H&M heavy legging. These have been in many a video, and honestly, they're just the best leggings on the planet. Super thick, they don't wear in between the legs, they're not too thin, you can't see through them, and they're my favorite leggings I have ever owned, and I have two pair. They're awesome. Now, I am definitely a t-shirt kind of girl. I just love basic t-shirts, and the ones I have here that are making my lighting go super crazy are the boyfriend tee from ASOS, and I've talked about these. I talked about them in my Christmas video. I have ordered a million of them. I have black, white, gray, and green, and multiple colors, and multiple of the same color because I love them so much. And I also have this Brandy Melville shirt, which you guys have seen 1.5 million times. I think I've worn this in like 17 videos, pretty much not exaggerating. But this is just really long, super comfortable striped t-shirt that is really soft, and I am in love with it. Another shirt I have worn the absolute crap out of this year is my American Eagle sort of faded red / sort of pink checked shirt. This is wonderful. I made somebody go in the back room and find it for me because I saw it in a picture and they didn't have it on the floor. And I honestly, this is my favorite flannel-y type shirt I've ever owned, and I hope that I never ever get rid of this because I love it so much. As a normal flannel tied around my waist, it's awesome. One of my bigger purchases of the year, though it wasn't totally crazy expensive, is my leather jacket. Now, this is not real leather, this is fake, but it's from ANGL, which I don't know if that's supposed to be Angle or Angel, but it is just this kind of motorcycle jacket that has this kind of padding at the shoulders, and it's got kind of the stitching on the sleeve. And I am a leather jacket girl through and through. I could have 1 million of them and never be satisfied, but this is the only one I have right now, and I absolutely love it. It's pretty much perfect, and it's probably my favorite fashion item I purchased this year. This should come as no surprise to anyone who knows me in person because I absolutely 100% never take off my TRXYE sweatshirt. This is one of the best purchases I've made in my entire life. I'm gonna go there and say that. And it's just so comfortable, and it looks super cool, and I get compliments on it all the time. It's kind of this dark, gray color, and honestly, it's just so comfortable, and I got it in a size up, and I probably wear this 4 or 5 times a week, and I'm not even kidding you. It's the most amazing sweatshirt you've ever seen. And just for kicks and giggles, this is not a fashion item per se, but it is my Ellen onesie. I got this for Christmas. It's huge. It says Ellen on the front. I don't know if you can even see it, but it's the softest thing that's ever existed, and it feels like a blanket in a bodysuit form. All right, guys, so that is all of my 2014 beauty fashion favorites. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will for sure be back on Friday or Saturday, most likely Friday, with the part 2 of this video, in which I will talk talk about my favorite TV shows, my favorite books, and everything in between. So be sure to check out that video, click subscribe so you get it as soon as it comes out. In the meantime, my name is Parker, this is Stories in the Dust, and I really hope you'll stick around a while. Bye guys.